In a village lived a kind woman who had no children. She wanted to have a child. She decided to go and see the witch who gave her a seed to plant. So the woman planted the seed in the garden. Few days later, a magical flower sprang up. The flower opened and inside was the loveliest and tiniest blonde-haired girl, no bigger than the woman's thumb. The woman named her Thumbelina. One day, as she was playing on the table, an ugly frog jumped in.
Ah, what a beautiful girl! She would make a fine bride for my son.
It took the cradle with Thumbelina in it and hopped off to a nearby stream.
My son, look at the bride I have brought for you.
The two frogs left Thumbelina and hopped away happily to make arrangements for the wedding. Thumbelina was scared. Now a butterfly flying by saw Thumbelina.
Don't worry, I will help you.
He pulled her by her hand and carried her to a faraway land filled with flowers. The butterfly turned around to pick up a flower for Thumbelina. A black-winged beetle flying over her noticed her.
What a remarkable creature! I will take her home with me.
He swooped down and carried her to a forest. His friends gathered around and looked at Thumbelina.
Look at that ugly creature.
It has only 2 legs.
So the beetle sent her away. Poor Thumbelina wandered alone in the forest. She'd stumbled over a small hole in the ground.
Who's there?
An old field mouse came out.
Dear, come inside before you catch cold.
The mouse became very friendly with Thumbelina and offered her house to stay.
You must keep my house clean and tell stories at tea time for me and my neighbor, Mr. Mole.
At that instant, Mr. Mole came in. He took a great liking towards Thumbelina. One morning,
Come on, let's take a walk by the new tunnel.
Mr. Mole took the mouse and Thumbelina down the tunnel passage. On the way, they laid a swallow frozen.
Oh, my poor bird.
Leave him. He's anyway going to die.
But Thumbelina came back to the bird, covered him with a green blanket.
I will take care of you till you become strong enough to fly.
Every day, Thumbelina took some wheat grain and water to the swallow and fed him. Meanwhile, Mr. Mole expressed his wish to marry Thumbelina.
Oh, Thumbelina, I'm so happy for you.
Thumbelina refused to marry the mole, but the mouse insisted that she must.
Let me see my swallow for the last time.
She ran out to see a friend, but the swallow wasn't lying there anymore. It was already flying.
Thumbelina, sit on my back and I will take you away.
Thumbelina joyfully climbed on his back and he flew to a magical land of flowers. Thumbelina looked around and noticed a young handsome man nearby. The eyes met and they fell in love instantly.
I am the king of daisies. Will you be my queen?
The king's subjects flew to Thumbelina and presented her with a pair of wings that fitted her perfectly. The couple then got married.